All right, so first thing we're going to want to do is head on over to classroom.google.com, and that also may be in your Google Apps already right here. So as you can see, I already have quite a few classes already set up, but we're going to set up another one for this tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the plus sign, and I want to click create class because I'm going to be teaching it. And we'll just call this one test class. That's really all you need to fill out. Maybe I want to say, since I'm teaching math, I'll say, I'll put math as my subject. We'll leave it at that. It's up to you whether or not you want to add more. Go ahead and click create. All right, so that brings us to this window right here. If you want, you can change the theme of your classroom by clicking on the select theme option right kind of at the bottom right. Since I'm doing math, I'll go ahead and look at math and science and then pick a math related theme. And the theme just affects appearance. It doesn't actually it won't make any big changes to how your specific class works. You can also upload a photo if you want that to be your background instead, but I really like the default themes that are on there, so I don't usually do that. All right, so now we have the classroom created, and we want to go ahead and add some students. So we're going to go to the People tab up at the top. And you can see I have myself right there listed as a teacher. So I'll go to students and I'm going to click invite students right here. Since all the kids already have school emails, it'll be easier to do it this way, I find. So I'm going to go ahead and add my other account as a student. Go ahead and click invite, and right here you can see it's kind of grayed out and says invited, which just means the student hasn't accepted the invitation yet. So once they do that, I'll just go ahead and accept that invitation. So they'll get something like this on their end where it just says join. Click that. All right, go back to the teacher dashboard, and if I refresh this, we can see I'm all set. I'm not grayed out anymore. And that leads us to kind of our last part of the initial setup. I now have an option that says invite guardians. So if I click that, I can add a parent or guardian email. So I'm gonna just add my own email there. And what that does is it lets parents or guardians, it lets them get little updates. They can either set it for daily updates or weekly updates where they can get an email of what's going on in the Google Classroom, if the teacher's posting stuff, if the teacher's posting assignments or just updates. So it lets them keep tabs on what's going on. So that can be pretty useful. And if you decide you want to remove a student, maybe you added a student accidentally, or they're in a different class now, I can go ahead and click a little check next to the name, click on actions, and I can remove that student just by clicking remove. I can also, if I need to mute a particular student, maybe the student's posting too much, but you still want to make sure that they are getting information, you can click mute, and that'll just prevent them from just making lots of posts. So they can still submit their work, but it just makes it so they can't comment. And that's that. If you want to email all the kids in your class something, if you go to actions and click email, it will pop up with your email with a blank message, and In this case, my other email is the only student in this class, but if you have multiple students, it'll have the to part of that populated with all your students' emails.